Hi guys, John here from Gaming in the Wild with a new video for you. It is the start of a new month, and there are a lot of games coming out this month, and some of them are getting a lot of hype. But there are loads of small indie games coming out as well, some of them sailing under the radar, some of them doing a bit better. So I thought I'd run through some of the cool indie games that are coming out this month. If you do like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more like this. Share it with a friend you think might like it, and I'll tell you about the Patreon at the end of the show if you would like to support this channel. So let's get into it. These are the 10 indie games coming out in March that I'm excited to play. First up, there are a couple that have come out already. On the 1st of the month, the Mobius Machine came out by Madruga Works. It's out on PC, Xbox and PlayStation, and it's a sci-fi Metroidvania. The developer says explore an open, interconnected world filled with brutal alien life forms and malfunctioning machines. Find your way through abandoned facilities and perilous environments on the surface and in the depths of this world. This one's had medium reviews, it's at about 7 out of 10, but I know that a lot of people out there are waiting for Silksong, so if you need to scratch your Metroidvania itch, maybe give this one a try. That's the Mobius Machine. Another game that's already out is the Thaumaturge by Fool's Theory and published by 11-bit. It's out on PlayStation, Xbox and Steam. It's a story-driven RPG with morally ambiguous choices, and it takes place in the unusual game environment of 20th century Warsaw. This one looks gothic and interesting. The reviews are out and they are kind of medium. It's coming in between 7 and 8 out of 10. People are saying that it tries to do a lot and only some of it is successful. But I like the sound of that. It's an ambitious sounding game, so I'd be willing to give this one a try. That's the Thaumaturge. The next one is called Floramancer, Seeds and Spells, made by Joe Sullivan, a solo developer. It's only out on PC, but this is an interesting looking one. There are a lot of gardening games out there, but I'm always here for one that tries something a little bit different. And Floramancer seems to mix together twin-stick shooter with interesting gardening mechanics. They say, grow spells. Floramancer is a loop of farming magical plants into spells and then using them to fight for powerful seeds. Every cycle getting closer to saving your forest from deforestation. Also love to see an eco game. It's a very interesting looking one. Floramancer, Seeds and Spells, out on March 5th. And coming out on March 7th, we have Chasing the Unseen. This one has been getting a little bit of hype. It's by Strange Shift Studio, and it's coming out on Steam. I played the demo of this one in Steam Next Fest, and it is interesting. You climb up giant creatures, following a trail of light in a very mysterious world. It has a little bit of the Journey vibe, so if you're into that game, this is a solo developer effort with a very interesting, dreamy looking environment. If that sounds good to you, you can play it on March the 7th. That's Chasing the Unseen. The next one is a really interesting one to me. I'm a big fan of Moomin, so I watched the cartoons and the stop-motion series when I was younger, and we haven't seen many Moomin games, so Snufkin, Memory of Moominvalley, is an interesting one to me. It was developed by Hyper Games and it is published by the ever-reliable Raw Fury. It's coming out on PC and Switch. I played a little bit of this one in Steam Next Fest. It's a top-down adventure set in the charming, dreamy, childlike world of the Moomins. In this game, Snufkin the Wanderer returns to Moominvalley to find that it's been taken over by police, and there are signs everywhere telling him not to camp, not to look, not to start a fire, so he starts tearing down the signs. This is the gameplay. It's a puzzle game where you have to evade police with a little bit of stealth, tear down signs, and then move on to the next area. It has lovely artwork and music. I'm really looking forward to this one. That's Snufkin, Memory of Moominvalley, out on March 7th. Another very cute indie game that's coming out is Summerhouse by Friedemann. It's published by Future Friend Games and it's coming out on PC only. You can try a demo of this one on Steam. It's a really good time. It's a Summerhouse builder where you're presented with an empty landscape and lots of pieces of cabins like lampposts, windows, plants, doorways, different kinds of walls and roofs. So you can sculpt your own summer house, and it looks like as you progress in this game, you will unlock different house pieces and move on to different environments. This one is a super chill, relaxing time. I loved the demo. That's Summerhouse, out on March 8th. The next one is a port of a game that came out on mobile only via Netflix, but is now coming to the consoles. It is Highwater by Demagogue Studios, makers of Golf Club Wasteland and The Cub. This is an interesting tactics game where you are moving through a flooded world, so it's another eco game. I always love to see that. You build up your party and you go through battles, and there's a really fun mechanic where you go sailing around in a dinghy looking at all of the sunken skyscrapers. It's very vibey, very cool, and you get to listen to a really cool radio show that tells you all about this world as you travel through it. Good atmosphere in this one. That is Highwater by Demagogue, out on the 14th. 3 more to go, and the next one is Unleaving by Orangutan Matter, coming out on the 27th of the month. This one has a really interesting looking art style. It has this gothic, scribbly, hand-drawn style. The developers describe it as a narrative-driven puzzle platformer where each challenge unfolds within a hand-painted landscape, exploring perception and meaning. There is a demo of this one out on Steam. Very interesting looking game. I'm going to give this one a try. That is Unleaving, out on March 27th. And we have a couple of indie big hitters to round out the month. The first is Open Roads, which has been in development for a long time and had a troubled development cycle. But it's being published by Annapurna Interactive, so you'll be hearing a lot about this one, I'm sure. It's coming out on Steam, Switch, Xbox and PlayStation, including Game Pass, which is always great news. And it's the story of a 16-year-old called Tess Devine, who goes on a road trip with her mother. So it's a story-led game about family and memory and nostalgia. It looks like you'll be sorting through diaries and pictures and trying to piece together some kind of hidden history. Very intriguing looking game. I'll definitely be playing this one on Game Pass when it comes out on March 28th. Also out on March 28th is maybe the big indie release of this month, published by Devolver Digital and developed by REC. It's coming out on PC and Switch only, and it is Pepper Grinder, an action-packed adventure with a drilling mechanic where you have to fly through the ground using a drill, shoot out, collect things along the way, bop enemies with your drill, and work your way through a bunch of really ingenious levels. The demo of this one was very, very nice. The level design is really cool. The movement feels very fluid, and I was very impressed by how it picks up again if you fall off a level or you make a mistake. It's very easy to get going again, and that's very important in a game that is about momentum. That's Pepper Grinder, out on March 28th. So those are the indie games that I'm excited about that are coming out this month. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a like, drop a comment telling me which games you're looking forward to, or if there are any that you think should have been in this video. You can also join the Patreon if you'd like to support this channel at patreon.com/gaminginthewild and get an invite to our cozy patron-only Discord, where we're talking about games all day long. I've been really enjoying all of the likes and the nice comments that people have been giving to the channel, so thank you very much for watching, thank you for being here. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you on the next one.